Hello, Enlightenment Seekers. This week we're going to be talking about the sensitivity you may be feeling at the beginning of your journey. Do you ever feel things so deeply that it leaves you completely drained? Not just tired, but emptied out in a way that sleep doesn't fix. Maybe you've had that quiet, persistent thought that something inside you is off, like you're built differently from everyone else. Maybe people have told you that you're too sensitive, too emotional, or even too much. And after hearing it enough times, a part of you started to wonder if they were right. But here's the shift I want to offer you. What if your sensitivity isn't a flaw at all? What if it's evidence that something inside of you is starting to wake up? What if the exhaustion you feel isn't a malfunction, but a natural, even necessary part of a profound inner transformation? Stay with me, because this perspective might be the exact reframe you've been searching for. Let's be honest, moving through the world with a sensitive nervous system can be exhausting. You don't just walk into a room and notice the mood. It feels like you actually absorb it. You feel tension in your shoulders that isn't yours. You pick up on the unspoken stress in your coworkers, the quiet worry in your family, the collective anxiety humming through the world like background static. It's like being an emotional sponge in a world that never stops spilling. Crowded spaces in the world feel like you're being hit by a tidal wave. The news can even hit you like a punch to the chest. Even small talk, something so simple for others, can feel like you're running a marathon in sand. And the fatigue, it's very real. You can sleep 8 to 10 hours and still wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. Because in a way, you have. You're processing not just your own inner world, but the overflow from everyone and everything around you. The sensitivity that you're feeling doesn't just show up emotionally. Bright lights feel harsh, and loud noises can jolt your entire system. Even certain foods or environments can overwhelm you. It's no wonder that you crave solitude, not because you're antisocial, but because you desperately need space to decompress, to unplug from the noise and return to yourself. And in those quiet moments, you probably wonder why you can't just be normal, why everyone else seems to move through the chaos with ease, while you feel like you're drowning in it. That little voice in the back of your head might whisper, "See, you're broken." But that voice is wrong. Your exhaustion and sensitivity aren't defects. They're signals, and they're messengers. And they're trying to tell you something very important. Here's the truth I want you to sit with. You're not breaking down. Your consciousness is breaking open. Across spiritual traditions, psychological frameworks, and ancient teachings, heightened sensitivity is often recognized as a sign of awakening, a shift in awareness that pulls you towards a deeper meaning, a deeper truth, and deeper connection. Think of your nervous system as a computer that's been running the same old operating system your whole life. A spiritual awakening is like a massive system upgrade. Your entire being is recalibrating to handle more information, more intuition, and more awareness. This is why people on this path often experience physical sensations, like tingling, waves of energy, heart flutters, and emotional surges. It's not your body failing, it's your hardware adjusting to new software. This process is often described as the opening of the heart. As old emotional walls begin to soften, your empathy will expand. You don't just understand someone's feelings, you might even feel them yourself. You sense the light in others, even when they can't see it themselves. And yes, at first, that can feel overwhelming. This shift can also trigger what many call the dark night of the soul. It's a period where the old version of you begins to dissolve. It can feel like depression, confusion, or a loss of your identity. It's a spiritual detox, a clearing out of everything that doesn't align with who you are becoming. It's painful, but it's purposeful. The feeling of being broken is often the crack that lets your true self shine through. To stay grounded, let's bring in the psychological perspective. What you're experiencing aligns with a well-researched trait called sensory processing sensitivity, or SPS. About 15 to 30% of people have it. These individuals are often called highly sensitive people. They process emotional, physical, and social information more deeply than others. They notice subtleties and feel things intensely, have rich inner worlds, and are deeply empathetic. So while psychology gives us a scientific framework, spiritual traditions offer us a soulful one. Neither cancel each other out. They're simply different languages describing the same human experience. If you're experiencing persistent physical symptoms, like chronic fatigue, heart palpitations, or dizziness, it's essential to talk to a doctor. Sensitivity doesn't make you immune to real medical issues. And if your emotional world feels heavy or unmanageable, reaching out to a therapist is a sign of strength, not failure. Awakening doesn't mean bypassing your human needs. It's integrating them with compassion and awareness. If everything you've heard so far feels familiar, you might be thinking, okay, so I'm not broken, but how do I actually live like this without falling apart? This is where you learn to work with your sensitivity instead of fighting it. Think of it as energetic hygiene, caring for your inner world like caring for your physical body. Here are 3 powerful tools that you can start using today. Grounding. When you're overwhelmed and your energy is scattered, grounding brings you back into your body. Go outside and stand barefoot on the earth, grass, dirt, or sand. Feel the weight of your body supported beneath you. If you can't go outside, visualize roots growing from your feet deep into the earth, anchoring you. This simple practice can calm your nervous system in minutes. The next tool is conscious breathing. Your breath is your built-in reset button. When anxiety hits, your breathing naturally becomes shallow. You can reverse that with the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, then exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. Just a few rounds can shift your entire state. The third tool is energetic shielding. This isn't about building walls, it's about creating a healthy boundary. Before entering a draining environment, visualize a bubble of protective light around you. Set the intention that your energy stays yours, and anything that isn't meant for you simply just slides off. A simple affirmation like, I am centered and protected in my own energy, can make a world of difference. This journey can feel isolating, but you are far from alone. There are countless others waking up to the same sensitivity, the same depth, and the same shift. I would love to hear from you in the comments. What's been the hardest part of your sensitivity, and what's been the most beautiful? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and join our community. Let's walk this path together. In conclusion, you are not broken, you are not too sensitive, and you're not malfunctioning. You are awake enough to feel deeply in a world that often encourages numbness. Your sensitivity is not a curse. It's a doorway, a compass, or even a superpower. I believe there's a spark of the divine, what I call source, in every person. And once you recognize that spark within yourself, you begin to shape your life with intention, clarity, and purpose. This journey inward, this acceptance of your sensitive nature, is one of the most profound transformations you can make. So honor it, embrace it, and let it guide you. Your sensitivity is not your weakness, it's your awakening. Don't forget to like and subscribe so others that need to hear this message can find it too. So that's all I have for now. With that, I would like to say namaste and have a good week.